I wore a wedding dress to a wedding. Am I the a-hole? This is OKLP, home of the craziest stories on earth. I'm Sophia, and Carrie is OP the a-hole.
I love dresses. I love weddings. I love wedding dresses. But that being said, there's only one way to find out. Spill that tea!
All right, so Dan wants death. Says, so my friend, 20 female, and I, 19 male, have been friends for a few years, and she recently got engaged. Congratulations. A week ago, I got a DM from her for a small costume party she was hosting as a celebration for her getting engaged. I asked if there was a theme, and she said there wasn't. I'm a cosplayer, so I have a lot of choices. I didn't want to rock up in an anime cosplay, so I thought it would be funny to go to an engagement party as the corpse bride.
Oh! That does make sense.
I arrived at her house yesterday, and everything seemed normal. A few people complimented my costume, and I was having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
After 10 minutes, my friend's fiance walked out in a black tuxedo and announced this was actually their wedding.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh
no.
Okay, that's not fair.
That's just awkward. That's like
awkward.
First of all, the corpse bride cosplayer had no context.
They didn't know. They didn't know. Oh, but you didn't know. You were set up.
So if it was the other way around and it was like a whole wedding and they were all prepared and you decided to wear a wedding dress, and I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, obviously.
But this is
but they didn't know.
Different.
But were like their parents there? Is it just friends?
We don't know. Apparently, my friend saw a video of someone doing this and wanted to do the same. He asked us all to go to the backyard for the ceremony to begin. I went straight to him. I asked him if I should quickly go home and change my outfit and then I would get back before it started.
OP's being
so considerate.
Yeah.
They didn't tell him. And then he's like, okay, should I change? Yeah, okay, that OP, you're in the clear.
No,
you're fine. He told me it was fine since I didn't know this was the wedding, obviously.
Yeah.
I trusted him and followed everyone outside. They got married and everything seemed good. The reception was just in their house again, so everyone just walked back inside and picked up where they left off. I tried talking to my friend and celebrating with her, but she kept making excuses to not talk to me.
Oh, this is passive aggressiveness coming in, guys. That's not good.
Yeah. I assumed it was just because she was tired from the big day and wanted some alone time. I didn't bother her after that, and the party soon ended. Yeah, no, this is not on OP at all.
No, I'm starting to realize, like, right from the get-go, they wanted to dress up as a corpse bride, as a cosplay, as a joke.
Fun cosplay.
Yeah, like, especially to like a reception, not like a reception, but like an engagement party. It'd be cute, it'd be funny, it'd be goofy. But then the problem is the other person didn't inform OP that there was a wedding. So
well, even after that, OP was like, hey, checking in, and they still told him. So I'm wondering if maybe that like the husband didn't check in with his friend who got the wife.
Like, that is such, like, look at the fit. Like,
that would
Riley's
be such
pulling
a cool
it up
fit.
right now. It is such a fit. Like,
it's such a fit. OP,
I
bet you looked really cool. OP, do you have any pictures?
No, that is actually
that
very
sounds like a really
slay.
cool fit.
I respect it.
Yeah.
It is not your fault, especially if the husband was like, oh, you're
It's
fine.
cool. Yeah, and honestly, I think it's kind of on the husband to have checked into with wife.
Exactly.
Been like, hey, are you okay with this? Should your friend go and change? So anyway, there's more. I got home and a half an hour passed when my phone started getting notifications. I checked and it was my friend texting me. She was cussing me out and telling me how I ruined her wedding. I was really confused and asked what I did. That only made her more angry. She told me it was basic knowledge not to wear a wedding dress to a wedding.
Oh my God. Dude, we have so much
knowledge that it was a wedding.
We have so much to unpack. Yeah, they didn't tell anyone.
Didn't tell anyone.
You can't be mad.
I'm sorry, you can't be mad. And OP reminded her that they had no idea it was a wedding, and they had asked her husband if they should change, and he said it was fine, which he did.
You know what it was?
What?
You know what it was?
What?
She looked better than the bride.
Oh, that
it's a guy. It's a guy.
Huh?
Oh, it's a guy?
It's 19 male, and
It's
he
like-
looks better.
It just hit!
Oh,
He looks super cool. I bet he
Oh,
looks super cool in his corpse bride dress. I bet you,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's hot. That's awesome. You keep doing what
You
you're
killed
doing.
it.
You killed it.
And she was jealous.
There's
crazy.
no way
Yeah.
she was mad over that.
Yeah.
Side note, that's what I use a line at weddings whenever
Yeah.
I see a cute girl. I'm like, hey, You're not supposed to be looking better than the bride. You're like,
That's so
anyways,
smooth.
I thought it was one of those situations.
Do you go to a lot of weddings?
Actually, I do.
Same, actually. I talked to a couple people and they're like, I've
Are you
never been to a
serious?
wedding. I've been to a lot of.
not
Yeah,
been to
Sam
a
and John
wedding
haven't
in
been to
like
weddings.
10 years.
I have a really big family.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a lot of friends. back home.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends.
Damn.
Guys, I have a lot of friends.
your
Dude, I
friends
want to
are-
go to a wedding.
I'll invite you to a wedding.
Let's go. Guys, get married right now.
Find your backyard boy.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Yeah, Riley, break it down.
Sorry.
Or is this an okay story time?
It is okay story time.
Okay.
story time. Okay, story time.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay, story time. Getting back to it. She didn't respond, but I got a text from her husband.
Wait, she didn't respond?
She didn't respond.
Wait, I'm curious to hear
Yeah.
what.
So her husband says, so he asked why I would tell her. He said it was fine.
Oh, no.
Oh my
He's
God.
getting some fire. He's
Oh
getting some
my
heat.
God. I told him he said it was fine. Then he said how I should have changed anyways. And it's my fault that the two are now fighting over this.
Oh,
no, that's screwed
The husband
up.
just doesn't want to get into trouble, even though he knows it.
Guys, you know what that's called? That's called gaslighting.
gaslighting.
That's gaslighting right there.
It's textbook
by the
gaslighting.
I
husband.
thought it was called gas lamping. I'm pretty sure it's gas lamping.
It's gaslighting.
Well,
It's
gaslighting.
gas
I know
lamping.
what you're doing. You're gaslighting me right now.
This is a red flag for Riley and the husband. I've tried texting her that I was sorry, and if I had known, I wouldn't have done it. I woke up today and saw her and her husband have blocked me on everything.
Oh.
That's so not cool.
That's not
really messed
cool.
up. That's really messed up because the husband's not taking responsibility for anything.
And she's siding with the husband, even though
Yeah.
the husband communicated that it was fine.
He asked the husband, double checked, and still no. So, am I the a-hole for not changing out of the wedding dress when I found out it was actually a wedding? Edit, I am a guy. I cosplayed the character Emily from The Corpse Bride and had blue paint all over. I'm also Australian. I've never heard a costume party meaning fancy. Everyone was dressed up in funny costumes. What is
that supposed to do with anything?
I'm Australian and we don't have fancy parties.
If he was American, he wouldn't get away with
Yeah.
it. That's probably what it was.
Yeah. Sure.
Wait, really? Would
I
he
don't
have gone
know.
away with it?
No, I don't
think so.
I think he was just trying to like give himself anything that he could to.
I think you're still in the clear though. I think
Yeah.
regardless of
Yeah.
whether or not you're Australian, I think you're still in the
Yeah.
clear. But there's a juicy update.
Oh, really? No
There's
way.
a juicy
Oh my God. I'm
update.
curious.
I honestly didn't think this would get as much attention as it did. And I've tried reading through all the comments, but damn, there was a lot. I do appreciate everyone's feedback. Also, I'm not sharing photos. Sorry.
No, damn.
Please.
I'm just curious.
I'll send you
A little
feet
bit.
pics back.
Riley will send you feet pics, which is supposed to be
I don't know,
enticing.
People like that.
Since they blocked me on everything, I didn't try to reach out since it would be a waste of effort, but I didn't block them back. If they wanted to talk, I was fine with it. You're a better person than I would be.
Yeah, literally.
2 days ago, I was blocked by my friend, the one who got married, the girl. She asked if we could call and talk about what happened, and I agreed. She apologized for blowing up at me like she did, but also told me she was still upset. I was only made aware because of the comments and now her that wearing wedding attire to anything wedding related is common sense. I don't know about that. I don't know if it is I think it's a costume party and it's an engagement thing, so I don't think that's...
When you turned it into a wedding without people's like knowledge, I don't know about that.
Yeah, no. All I knew was the no white on the wedding day. That's what I would think. Honestly, after people informed me, I felt awful and downright stupid, so I apologized back for not running it through her like I should have since I didn't know. No, that's mean. I don't think that's at all your fault. I know lots of people were telling me to cut her off, but I've known her since I was 14, so I'm glad we can stay friends. Her husband, on the other hand...
Wait.
Oh my God.
All right. So put your conspiracy theory hats and tell me what you think the husband's about to say.
I think... Actually, I don't have a thought. No thoughts.
This is like about to fall off my head, but it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
keep
make
ruining
it work.
my hats. They had so much rip on
she
them
did a great
before.
job, and then they just...
The husband is gonna still be pissed because OP has debunked the husband's lies to the wife. And so the husband is still gonna use OP as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Ooh, good point.
That's my theory.
I don't actually have a theory. I'm going to piggyback on that theory.
Nice.
No, what's your theory, Riley?
My theory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the husband, he's getting a lot of fire, so he's like still pissed about it, but he's just gonna keep digging himself into a hole.
Yeah.
And I think this is just gonna be a bad step for their wedding, or like their
newly married life.
Their newly married life.
Yeah, if this is any indicator of what their marriage is gonna be like.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna lie to her like the second you guys get married. Like, that's not a good track record, buddy.
Nah.
Well, let's see what happens. Her husband, on the other hand, he told her that he came up to me and asked me to change.
Liar! No.
Liar!
Red flag.
Liar!
Red flag. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm colorblind, so this looks red.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
This is the first day I've met Carrie.
Yes, this is like the first time we're actually for real interacting.
For real interacting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna see their friendship blossom in front of the camera.
I was also gonna say, like, we met this morning, but I was like, no, let's hold off till the show.
Yeah.
So we like,
we were like, we're not allowed to know anything.
no, we can't talk to each other.
No.
At all.
At all.
They didn't. It was
Zero.
just weird. It was just silence and Christmas music all day today.
Because Riley doesn't like Christmas music.
I do like Christmas music. Who said I didn't?
I don't know.
I just don't want to be like, listen, I've listened to it every day since I've moved in, and it would be a break not to listen to it for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. All right.
Yeah, okay. Where were we?
Got a little heated there. Love Christmas music,
Little
just not
heated
24/7.
there. Okay. Riley likes Christmas music, and the husband is a liar.
2 facts.
2 facts we know about life. He told her that he came up to me and asked me to change, and apparently I told him it didn't matter because I was already there, or something along those lines. She was crying a lot while telling me. After she blew up at me and I told her the real story, she got pissed at her husband. The husband suggested both of them block me so the fight would stop. She agreed to it, was still upset by it all. Eventually, she started asking people who were at the wedding to see what happened.
Oh.
3 people saw me walk up to him and heard me ask. This is where she learned her husband lied to her.
Oh, I'm worried if this is the first time.
Yeah, this is not boding well for their married life.
No.
Again, a huge fight between the two. Turns out he's hated me since I met them 5 years ago.
Wait, what? Are we just unraveling some like deep ass lore?
There's
Holy
so
crap.
much behind the surface. They had already been dating for a year beforehand. I became good friends with her, but not him. I thought they were friends since they were 14.
But okay. If you're the husband or like dating, you always got to keep an eye out on the guy best friend. You can never take your eye off. Yeah. I mean, you can always be chill with them and know, but like if you have like a gut feeling, then it sounds like the husband had a gut feeling about the guy best friend. So that's probably why he never really liked
like
him.
He sucks.
That too. But like he probably couldn't trust him. So that's why he's like always like not liked him since then.
I don't know, Riley.
I don't know. I mean, I get
Sounds like
it
a
because
conspiracy
people
theory.
have told me that before.
He felt as though I was trying to take his girlfriend. Riley.
You called
Riley
it.
Riley called it.
God damn.
Yeah, I've been there before.
I don't know what I did to make him feel this way. She's beautiful, but I'd never do that to anyone. I don't know why he'd wait 5 years, but he decided the day of his wedding was the best time to get rid of me. That is crazy.
By him wearing a corpse bride
he was
dress.
like,
That's the way.
He saw OP show up in the corpse bride dress, and he was like,
It's
is
over.
my time. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
No.
I'm not really sure what's going to happen to them in the future. She's staying at another friend's house until her and her husband are able to talk about it.
Ooh.
That's not good.
Already?
I doubt I'll update anymore like, update, they're getting divorced. Because that feels insensitive. That's fair, OP.
That's really fair.
That's fair.
OP sounds really
OP
mature.
sounds nice,
Good for you.
Good for you. Again, thanks to everyone for all the advice and point of views. It helped me so much. Have a good day or night. Thank you. We will have a good night.
First of all, damn, Australians are nice.
Yeah.
Have a good
no,
day or
Australians
night
are quite
after a
nice.
Reddit thread. You never
Yeah.
hear anyone saying, hey, thanks, guys. See
Have a
y'all
good day.
later.
Yeah, I met a lot of Australians when I was studying, or when I wasn't studying, when I was abroad.
Yeah.
And they're so, Australians are everywhere.
They're
you have an Australian
And they're all very
story?
nice. Not really.
Okay. never
I
mind.
am
No, okay.
partially Australian.
I have an okay OP story with an Australian.
Ooh,
Okay,
story
story time. We have
time.
2 okay story times. Okay, edit. My friend's doing a lot better and plans to talk to her husband soon. I've also shown her my posts since I feel like she had a right to know. While some comments made her quite upset, but she knows she overreacted. My friend's emotions are always intense, but she tries her best to keep them under control. She's seen people talk about the red flags in her husband, but isn't sure what to do. She told me she'll decide based on what he does when they talk about it. I'll support her no matter what she decides. sides. Even if he rubs me the wrong way and I have my own opinion on what she should do, it's up to her. She's an amazing person and I just want her to be happy. That's really sweet.
Good friend.
Good for him.
Good guy friend.
Yeah.
That's a good guy friend.
That's a good guy friend.
I mean, like, first of all, I understand if like a guy is weirded out by his girlfriend's guy best friend, but really if you love your girlfriend or your potential wife,
if you trust them,
you would just make concessions and still be friends.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't try to tear them down.
Yeah,
like, that's
true.
bad.
That's a good point.
Yeah, unless you have like you're actually seeing stuff going on. You're like, oh, he keeps hitting on my girlfriend, blah 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 blah. But if that's not happening, then
There's nothing you can do.
there's nothing you can do. But guys, there's a juicy update.
No way. This keeps on
Two
going.
juicy updates, right? Is that our second?
This
Yeah,
is
that's our
second.
second juicy update.
That's crazy.
By the way,
the
one you just read was in March, and this is now May the 1st.
May the 1st. May
Wow,
the 1st.
okay.
No, this is May the 4th.
So time has passed.
May the 4th. Yeah, time has passed. My friend has told me I can post this if I wanted to, and I thought, why not? Thank you, OP. That's very nice. My friend did try to work things out with her husband, but she started getting fed up of how he treated her. They had gone to a restaurant for a date, had an argument, and he told her she had to walk home at 8 p.m. That is not okay.
Oh, that is dark. It's dark hours.
It was a half an hour walk.
Oh no.
That's not cool. That's not cool. That's unsafe. Instead of going back to her, she called up a friend. It was her final straw. She decided to apply for an annulment, and they've broken up. Wow.
That's intense.
Yeah, that's intense.
Oh, gosh.
Yikes. Her ex tried to convince her to think about it more. He's once again blaming me and her friends for putting crazy ideas in her brain. Safe to say, we've all blocked him. So the blockee has become the blocked.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's been upset over it all, but she's also been excited to experience single life. She's been dating him since they were 14, so she's never had certain experiences. She told us she wasn't even sure if she loved him like she thought she did. It's all been quite a lot.
That's brutal.
That's really fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
like when you've only been with one person, like since you were 14, that's, like.
It's like having the same ice cream flavor for
Yeah, you gotta know.
how many years? 6 years straight.
Yeah.
And I feel like at some level when you're like in your 30s, mid 20s, it's okay to have the same ice cream. You're settled. I shouldn't say settled.
You've settled.
But you know what you like.
found
You know
the
what you
ice
like.
cream that
You know what
like.
you
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
But
But
when
like
you're-
before,
yeah,
test
before-
the flavors.
Yeah.
You heard it
She's
here
not wrong.
first.
Test your flavors. I feel like we've become better friends because of all this. She's been able to go clubbing with us and has gone home with some people. The legal age for drinking here is 18. That's true. It's Australia. Reminder. I feel like she's actually getting to live out her young adult life without feeling tied down. Very cool.
That was a little quick though.
19.
No, like she's already gone home with some people.
Yeah. So
No,
when,
let her.
when the
Don't-
story happened in
shame her,
March and
Riley.
it's May or it's
I'm
when's
just
the
saying it might
update?
not be healthy though. Like she needs to like
No, I think she needs to test the flavors. She's
I think
seeing
it's
what's
okay.
okay. I
after
think
like
it's
a few
fine.
more months. Like this is like
Nah, I think she's fine.
2 months after getting broken up with
Okay,
after
no,
7
This
years.
wasn't saying
and-
2
and
months
the-
after.
and the
It's just
wedding?
saying this is the update.
After 2 months.
Hold on. I
So-
still think it's fine.
I think this is a symptom of a bigger question, and I'm actually curious to hear what you guys think. And also, OKOP fans, I'm curious to hear what you think.
Yeah.
How early is too early to move on?
Ooh, I'll have to get it.
Yeah, no, I disagree with you, Riley. I think she's ready to get out
We'll
there.
talk about that.
We've been looking out for her since she doesn't know certain things and making sure she isn't reckless. If she gets really drunk, we make sure we don't take our eyes off of her. She looks way more alive, figuring out who she really is, and I couldn't be more proud of her. She's also been planning another party as a celebration to her new future. She asked me to help make her into Emily from The Corpse Bride.
No
Oh my God, full circle. So we can both go as it for this party. This time, I'll definitely be getting loads of photos. I won't post them though for privacy reasons.
Oh, come on.
Why would you tease us?
Yeah.
You really, yeah.
Like the fact that you, OP, dressed up as an awesome character from Corpse Bride, like that's really, really cool.
That's really
I really
cool.
wish I could see.
I really
it's
would
okay.
love to see. And what if you just like sent OKOP the email and we promise not to share it?
Ooh.
That's true.
We like
That's true.
I pinky promise not to share it. Okay. I'll probably just go back to being a Reddit lurker. Thank you to everyone who's given me advice and helped me out when I first posted about all of this. Thank you very much.
Dodged the bullet.
Yeah, dodge a bullet. That husband sucked.
Yeah.
And I hope that your friend is living her life as a 20-year-old.
20-year-old? Yeah,
20-year-old.
20-year-old.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
we got a lot of love
crazy.
to hate.
That's really hard
young.
though to like get married and then have an annulment.
Yeah.
It's a lot. At 20.
At 20? Oh,
Yeah.
can you not divorce in Australia?
No, you can. I think that they were just trying to
It's like
get an annulment.
if you get married
Yeah.
and then
right
after this
like,
isn't
wait,
working,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
get an annulment rather than a divorce.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't just get divorced right away? Because so I'm from the Philippines, right? And in the Philippines, because of pretty strict religious laws, you
Yeah.
can't ever divorce
But
someone.
you can annul.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
annul.
Well, they might be religious. Well, wait, what was the original question? Is
Yeah, what
OP
was your
the
question?
a-hole?
Oh, OP the a-hole.
I feel like we've had a
No.
happy ending.
He was the butterfly to the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
It sounds like Opie was respectful,
Yeah.
was considerate, was cool, was
Yeah.
awesome, dressed well.
His friend dodged a bullet by showing her ex-husband's true colors,
Yeah.
which are red.
Red flags.
No.
Red flags.
Literal red flags. Not a good thing if your husband is demeaning you for having guy best friends.
Yeah.
It's very, very odd
Yeah.
behavior.
It just shows a lack of trust in the relationship.
No, literally.
Okay, back to your question, Carrie. How long should this person, OP's friend, wait until they get back out there?
Yeah, so this was kind of inspired from the story, right? Where you were like, oh, 2 months is too quick to be moving on. So like the general question I'm trying to figure out here is, according to your guys' perspective, how soon is too soon to move on? I have my own opinions on this.
7-year relationship, married for a few months.
However, it was a 7-year relationship started when she was 14 and now she's 20. So it's like, I kind of get the desire to be like, I haven't lived my life at all. I've been with the same person when I was 14 and wanting to kind of overcorrect maybe. Well, not overcorrect, but just
Yeah. I mean, I see where you're coming from.
Because I think it would be different if it was 7-year relationship from maybe 25 to,
Oh.
Yeah, I think that changes it. I think
Okay.
the age changes it for me. Because then I'd be like, oh, maybe at least 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
figure out what went wrong, what you can do better in the next relationship. But for me, it's the two things. They were 14 when they got together, and then the husband was an asshole.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if the husband was an asshole, and people are like, well, clearly the ex-wife wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
I think she has a better foot on. Or a better step towards getting over it and moving on super quickly. It sounds like she got over it quickly because she realized how big of an
that
asshole
he wasn't good for. Yes.
I just don't want to do it unhealthily, like trying to fill
Well,
a
it
hole.
seems like her friends are, there for her.
Yeah, but
Watch out.
I don't know.
At the same
There's other
time,
ways.
I was also gonna say they're so young. They're 20.
Yeah.
For context, I've had this happen to me, and I've made mistakes where I moved on too quickly. But I think it's also up to the OP and the other person in the story to figure out how they move on best.
Yeah.
So maybe for us, we're a little older now, we can be like, oh, that's not, that's a little quick. But honestly, in my case, it's like they're 20. They can just do whatever and move on.
I feel like that's college life.
Yeah, it's literally college life.
College life.
We have some okay story times.
Okay, story time. You first.
Yeah, so I told Sophia she just moved in how long ago?
Like a couple days ago.
Like a couple days ago, and she was setting her room around, and I was like, oh, that's a nice view of the backyard.
Oh, that's my room.
She's like, yeah, that's super cool. And I was like, you need to get a boy back there, like a guy or whatever, so you can sing him Backyard Boy. It's a song by Claire or something. It was famous on. So that's what I meant. You could sing that, open up the window and sing them.
Backyard Boy.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what
super-
you meant by Backyard Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that. That makes sense. Okay.
What was yours? You had an okay story time about an Australian.
Yeah. I dated an Australian once.
What?
Yeah, that's my okay OP story time. But it wasn't really a good relationship. It's kind of like one of those stories now that I realize would end up on Reddit and you guys would end up reading.
No.
It's definitely a story time in the sense that I was 15 and I met this guy and he was older.
Ooh.
He's way older, as in
like
our age.
Oh,
can you
my
imagine
God.
like being our age right
I can't
now?
imagine ever looking at a 15-year-old
Right?
at
That's
my age.
So like I'm
No.
over it. I can talk about it freely.
Yeah.
I processed it in therapy and stuff. But like the big thing is I'm 23, so I can't for my life imagine like looking at a 15-year-old that way. So I don't hate Australians, but it's definitely warped my perception.
Bad taste in mouth.
Australian men.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So that's my OKOP story time. I mean, it worked out. I grew up and I was like, this is fucked up, and I left.
Yeah, that is messed up. But Carrie, you have something for me.
And what is that, you guys might think?
Oh, shit.
We'll do it one more time.
Yeah. But Carrie, you have something for me.
And what is that?
Another story.
Oh.
Let's do it. My boyfriend tells the maid of honor she can't go to the wedding. Is he wrong? This is OKOP, home of the craziest true stories on earth. I'm Carrie, and here's Sophia. Do you think that the boyfriend is overreacting?
I'm going to say he's wrong.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Spill that tea! So this story is brought to you by our very own subreddit, OKOP.
Ooh, if you want to post on our subreddit, please go to r/OKOP show. Or
Hold on. Riley threw it behind the green screen.
Dang.
There's no green screen. This is all real.
This is all real, actually, guys.
Real. Or you can call 440-508-6567.
All right. With that being said, let's dig into the story. So, user Classy and Smartassy, respect that name, says, longtime listener. We love that. Longtime listener, first time posting. This was in 2017 with my best friend of 12 years, A. Let's call them A, for instance.
Okay.
A and I were graduating high school, and we could essentially pass off as sisters, so much so that I would show my parents one of her pictures she posted on social media, and they would think that it was me. That's pretty cool. That's like a little twin parent trap story.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Maybe you are sisters.
Maybe. Ooh, that could be spicy.
Oh, wait.
Conspiracy theory time?
Maybe they are sisters.
I could totally see that. But that's just us being conspiracy
theorists.
Yep. So for her birthday, for A's birthday, we went back and got corresponding tattoos. Mine on my back and hers on her forearm.
Where on your back?
Why? Does that matter?
Yeah, if it's like lower back.
Ooh.
Riley's
I don't know. I'm
anti-back.
Anti-lower back.
No,
Is that what we call it? Is that what we call a tramp stamp?
Yeah. No, I
That's why I was like,
I knew what you're saying.
Okay.
OP wouldn't. You wouldn't, OP.
OP can do whatever they want.
True.
Riley.
But like, you get one of your best a tramp stamp of a tattoo.
I would
with your
totally
best
get
friend.
it. If Sophia asked me to get a tramp stamp right now, I'd be like, yeah, let's totally
So you
get it.
get a tramp stamp and she gets it on mine.
I would do it for content. Yeah. Do it for content.
It's for the views.
So this all tattoo, like where it is on the back and form, is really important for the story later.
Okay.
Anyway, we graduate, and a few months later, I ask her, A, to be my maid of honor for my wedding planned for September. Congratulations.
Very
Yeah. Cool. So she said yes. And I was so excited to share this moment with my best friend.
Aww.
She was single at this time. I don't really know why this matters, but I guess it will matter.
Wait. So her best friend is which best friend? The one who she got the tattoo with?
Yes.
Oh, and someone else is having a wedding.
No, OP is having a wedding.
Oh, OP's, sorry. Congratulations.
Yeah, so OP's getting married. Congratulations.
I'm on it.
And she's super excited because A is her maid of honor. And she was single at the time, which I'm like, okay,
A
interesting fact.
Cool.
I was pretty much doing all the planning and working, getting everything lined out for the wedding. And I messaged her periodically trying to set up a time just to hang out, plan, and generate ideas. Since she was a bridesmaid in people's weddings, I figured she knew what being a part of a bridal party was, as she had told me stories from previous other bridal events that she's gone to before. So she kept making excuses as to why she couldn't come to any of the events for my own wedding. Well, there was an old classmate a year or two older than us. His sister was our age. Let's call him B.
B.
Okay.
Can we give them names? Like
Alpha and Beta.
I was just saying like Anna and Brian.
My bad. The first thing that came up to my mind was Alpha and Beta, and that should not have been the case. But so, what do you say? Anna and
Brian.
Anna and Brian. Okay. Anna and Brian. So there was an old classmate, a year or two older than us. His sister was our age. Let's call him Brian.
Okay.
When Brian found out I was getting married, he was pissed.
Ooh.
Okay. We both did volunteer firefighting, and at a meeting, he confronted me saying that I should have given him the chance and that I promised him one.
Ew.
That's what I call a red flag, guys.
Brian, hold on.
Brian. So that was not the case. I did not promise him a chance.
Yeah.
He got mad when I then said no, I wasn't going to call off the wedding to date him or give him a better explanation. That also he has the right to date me, etc., etc.
So Brian basically went, Brian, wait, I'm going to be Brian.
Okay.
And then you're OP. Okay. Wait, what did he say?
You're like, I'll be Brian.
Okay, you be Brian. Yeah. Hey,
Dude,
Brian.
I'm setting up. Just finished, sprouting some putting out some fires. Why didn't you date me? I wanted a chance with you.
Brian, I'm getting married.
But I wanted to be with you.
Brian, I never liked you like that.
You promised me one.
I don't think I promised. I don't think I promised you that, Brian.
You're not going to call off the wedding for me?
Brian, we've been dating for 16 years, my partner and I. No, I'm not going to call off the wedding.
How dare you?
Brian,
How
leave.
dare you?
Brian, I'm going to call.
Oh, I got another
police.
fire to put out. Be right back.
Brian, no.
Anyway, another fire, and you're gone. And Brian is Brian doing his own Brian thing.
That was so great.
Thanks. This is improv, baby.
Improv. We're trying to take an improv class.
Yeah, we're trying to. So this is us trying out. This is our audition reel.
Groundlings.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Anyway, a week later, I see a post on Facebook about Anna and Brian being in a relationship together.
Suck by blue.
Ooh, I was worried about Anna and continued to message her asking if she wanted to hang out or if she could help me figure something out.
Okay. Wait, figure something out. Oh, with the what? Because she's with the wedding. Because like she hasn't been responding to her bridesmaids stuff or duties, and so she's probably like, "Hey, can you figure something out with the bridesmaid stuff?"
I thought she wanted to figure something out with Brian, like that whole situation, because Anna's dating Brian, so it could be like a mix of the wedding. They need help with the wedding, and then like the whole Brian and Anna.
Bridesmaids do a lot for weddings. So
yeah, they do.
She's like, hey,
especially because she's the maid of honor.
Exactly.
So if I was lucky, I would get a response from Anna. Otherwise, I was ignored. She then messages me after about a month or so saying that Brian has a porn addiction and that she thinks he is cheating on her.
Too little too late. You ignored your friend.
Dude, this is getting kind of wild.
It's getting juicy.
So I said I can come pick her up and take her out and we can talk about it.
That's really
nice
of you.
So when I go to pick her up, I find out that they have moved in together. And I ask her about what was going on.
Yeah.
This is weird, guys.
This is out of the blue. Anna texts OP, but also Brian and her are still together and living in the same place.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So so they got together in between the time, Anna and Brian got together between the time that OP was trying to figure out her wedding.
Yeah.
So it was a pretty fast move in.
Presumably in the spans of at least a couple months.
That's fast.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
Anyway, what basically happens is Anna went on to say that she was heavy set in school and has been working on herself. And her childhood crush finally noticed her and that they are dating now and they are so happy. Well, Anna and Brian are super happy.
But they're clearly not because he has a porn addiction and she thinks that he's cheating on her.
The truth is she wasn't happy. I could see it in Anna's face.
You could see it directly in Anna's face.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, is that what OP said?
OP literally said I
could see it in his face.
Well, OP could. I can't.
OP could see it in Anna's face.
Yeah.
OP,
so
you could see it.
OP could see it in Anna's face that she wasn't happy and was honest.
Wasn't honest.
Wasn't honest. So I asked if Anna had talked to him about it and she said yes. I asked what Brian said.
Yeah, what did Brian say?
he said it was just porn and that it wasn't really cheating. So all of this is to say that Anna and Brian are going through issues right now because Brian has a porn addiction.
Yeah.
But Brian doesn't think it's cheating because it's just porn. So Anna's having issues and she's all happy. She's like, oh, I'm in a happy relationship regardless.
Yeah.
But is she really happy if her boyfriend is in hot water about having a porn addiction?
I feel like the porn thing is a little bit of a, like, it depends on your partner's comfortability, I guess.
Yeah.
So
it also strikes me as
what? Yeah,
the whole thing is like, what's going on with the wedding? First of all, like
yeah.
that's the main story.
I care about your wedding, OP.
Yeah.
Not their stupid relationship.
Yeah. I care about Anna.
I don't care about Anna and Brian.
Yeah. Well, I thought that Brian was like for like cheating on her with another person. But
in her head, it's like, what is cheating? Is porn watching
porn cheating,
or not?
Yeah,
so that's what she's trying to figure out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go quickly back into the story because it gets a little spicy here.
A little spicy.
OP, I asked if Brian just blew off the conversation, and she said no, it was good. Their relationship between Anna and Brian was good for a couple of days, and then the argument started back up again.
Yikes.
She said that what hurt the most is the fact that the girls in porn were petite, not like her.
Aww. That's really hard.
OP I think that Anna is beautiful. And I told her that if he couldn't see that, then he is an idiot and she should definitely find someone better.
Yeah.
That was until what happened next. So a bunch of things happened. Basically, Brian came home and saw us together.
Me and Anna together.
Okay.
He was visibly upset when he saw me because I'm not sure that she noticed that he was there. So things got awkward and I left because it was late. And the longer I stayed in the room, the more uncomfortable that Brian made.
Yeah, Brian's weird and had that whole thing earlier.
Yeah, this is
the skit that we did.
This is getting crazy.
Yeah.
So it sounds like there is issues between Brian and Anna, but I feel like there must be something else at play.
Yep.
Yeah, I would only be telling the story.
Yeah. No, it feels like Brian's not over OP. I feel like something's going on there.
That's what I think. Because
not 2A, obviously. OP's got
and
fun wedding.
Anna also is having like some
insecurity stuff because Brian sucks.
Yeah, and the porn addiction.
And the porn addiction. Brian sucks and has a porn addiction and is mean.
Yeah. So anyway, OP gets a message from Anna saying that Brian doesn't trust me around her.
Oh.
Giving her all these bright ideas.
Oh my God. Gaslighting, as we learned.
Yes. I asked, well, how is this going to affect our friendship, our relationship, as there was nothing
and her wedding
that could be considered bad.
Yeah.
No drugs, no cheating, no strip. OP's chill.
OP's chill. OP's just trying to plan a wedding.
Yeah. I even asked what that was supposed to mean and didn't get a response.
Yeah.
I set a date for my bridal shower and invite Anna. She says that she can't go and that Brian will take her and won't let her go.
Brian sounds super controlling and this is sounding like an abusive relationship.
Now, I even offered to pick her up. Now, it wasn't until I got a call in July, so I assume this was months later, that Anna was in a car accident on the bridge.
Oh,
what?
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is getting a little a bit more
scary.
Dicey. So Anna had a busted nose and her eyes were swollen. Brian was still with his truck on the bridge. There was no airbags on the truck.
Oh, so she's implying that maybe Brian did it.
I rushed into the ER worried because no one knew how she was, and Anna basically ignored me.
Oh.
I stayed until she was discharged. She only said a handful of words to me.
Yeah.
As opposed to the other conversations with Brian's sister, nurses, and a couple pulling the rope.
Ooh.
Something's wrong.
It seems like Brian's pulling her away from her friends, Anna, away from her friends. And trying to isolate her.
I think Brian is intentionally pulling her away from OP.
Yeah. Because I think that it seems like it seems like you're a really good friend and you're trying to be there and to support Anna. And Brian is trying to take away that support system.
So basically, OP trying to check up on her in the days after and was ignored.
Yeah.
She was, to me, still my maid of honor.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. I had no intention of removing her from that position, and she hasn't told me that she doesn't want to be maid of honor. She still called herself my maid of honor. Oh, this is getting really sad, guys. So now about a month and a half before the wedding, I message her again to no response. A month before a response, I go hang out with her and find out that she had moved back in with her mother.
Ooh.
Okay, that's good. I mean, at least she's away from Brian.
At this point, I called the wedding off. Sorry for another time. Whoa! Okay, story time.
OP!
Oh my God.
Update, please.
That's
oh my
pretty
God.
wild.
Wow, that's a juicy update. I hope that,
I hope you're okay.
Yeah, before we like jump into like asking for your story time,
Oh
I
my
hope that
goodness.
everything's okay. And yeah, that's a lot.
So now this is where I, as OP, may have been the asshole. When Brian confronted me at our meeting, he said something weird that I didn't think about until things with Anna started happening, and something she didn't know because I didn't go into it with her. But he told me he was going to date me whether I liked it or not.
Ooh.
This was during the meeting, during the whole fire, like the last conversation
when he
they
was
had.
like, you promised me.
So I started talking to her about what happened with him and I at that meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take a break right here.
Sum it up.
TLDR, basically, Anna did not know the whole time that Brian was into OP.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because she's saying, by the looks of it, that she only started talking to her about what happened at that conversation after the accident.
And let's not forget, Anna and OP look like sisters.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh.
Yo. And then Anna had she was like a heavy set and stuff like that. So probably Brian's like, oh, OP, you looking better than Anna. And dude.
Oh, this all adds up.
Because honestly, in the back, conspiracy theory time.
Okay.
In the back of Anna's head is that like OP looks better and then she's having all these insecurities.
Which is not true.
Which is,
but like still.
Everyone's beautiful in their own way.
Yeah.
But that's probably what's going in the back of Anna's head. And that's why she's been so cold to OP.
Yeah. Like feeling insecure. Brian's already spent all this time pulling her away from OP. And then,
That's fucked up. Brian, that's fucked up.
Brian, you suck.
B,
OP,
you're effed up.
You're cool. And Anna, I hope you're okay.
Yeah, it continues.
There's more?
Yep. So I told her that the complaints that she had about him and the pictures of some of the porn that she had shown me and them dating felt like a way to get back at me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which is what we were all talking about.
Oh, but you can't tell that to Anna.
No.
You can't say that to Anna, OP.
As the only thing he seemed to do other than the occasional date was hurt her emotionally. I'm not sure about physically because he wouldn't let us see each other, as in me and Anna. Practically the entire time, I was thinking I was being wrong and hoping that this whole idea was wrong. Her whole perception of the relationship was wrong. I told her that much. As if he really was being sincere, that he wouldn't have told her who to hang out with, that she couldn't go to the bridal shower or wedding or have anything to do with me if he really loved her. So basically the whole thing is, if Brian really loved Anna, he wouldn't have put her through all this turmoil, all this hell to just make her avoid seeing OP. But it sounds like there's something else at play here because Brian may still have a little bit of feelings.
Yeah, it seems like he's obsessed with OP, but also I don't know if you can tell like Anna that.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, hey, I don't know, but I think that Brian never actually liked you and only dated you to be with me.
Yeah.
In a weird way. I don't know if you can tell.
Like, how do you tell a friend that?
Yeah, like I don't know. I think you kind of have to keep that.
Well, what basically happened is Anna shot back at OP as to why my wedding was being called off. But my whole story as OP was basically that my partner cheated. But they went about it in a different way.
Well,
That's
we
separate
put that
the story.
in the Reddit if you're okay with it. But
Yeah.
that sounds like
oh
a
my
great.
God, OP.
I'm sorry.
You've been through
OP.
so
That's
fucking
a lot.
much.
That's a long year.
Yeah. So I was feeling really down as everyone blew off my bridal shower. My best friend was MIA. Things are going on with my now ex-partner and canceling a wedding, sorry. So I decided to get another tattoo.
Gotta fix it. That makes things go better.
All the way back.
Full circle, baby.
All the way back to the beginning.
I got her half of the tattoo.
Oh,
and added some things to decorate it.
She got her Anna's half of the tattoo because they got matching tattoos.
Yes. Because after everything, I thought I lost my friend Anna for good.
Aww.
They stayed together for not much longer after the fact, and Brian tried again to come around me since he couldn't do it through the fire department anymore.
Ugh. So he tried. So they got back together, Anna and Brian.
Anna and Brian did end up getting back together. That's tough.
That's really tough.
So Anna and I hung out one time after they broke up. Now, I posted a picture of my updated tattoo and everyone knew about it. And the updated tattoo is basically after Anna and OP had a fallout.
Sure.
So I never hid it from anyone. I was wearing a tank top and jean, and Anna was sitting next to me on the same side as my tattoo. I had turned to talk to someone else when she pointed it out.
Oh.
I told her, as this was over a year at this point, that I barely heard from her. And if I heard from her, I didn't know if I was going to see her again because of Brian. She seemed to understand about the whole tattoo situation, and I dropped her off at home later that night. So basically, Anna and I's relationship never recovered. The messages I would send to her would be ignored. I missed my best friend.
Oh.
Later, I went to check and see how she was doing since I didn't hear from her for so long.
Mm-hmm.
She posted a picture of her tattoo saying she needed ideas to cover it up with, as it was a mistake to get with the person that she shared it with.
Oh my God.
I don't even care that it's been years, and I still miss my ex-best friend. Was I the asshole, and did I push my friend away? No, this is tough, guys. This is really heartbreaking.
Yeah, I think when you're like a person is in an abusive relationship, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
Because like their partner is actively trying to cut off all of their whole support group and making you out to be the bad guy. And so I don't think
I just feel bad for Anna. I think
Anna really bad for Anna.
I think this was ultimately Brian being the doo-doo head, like the
Brian's
actual a-hole.
And actually bad guy.
This just makes me feel sad because it sounds like a friendship breakup, but there was nothing communicated during the breakup. It was just people ghosting each other. It being Anna.
Yeah.
And it's all because Brian, puppet in the background, puppet master, just telling Anna what to do or who not to see. Just fucking sucks. Guys,
really
don't do
sucks.
that. Don't do that. That's so controlling.
Yes. No. Your partner should not be pulling you away from your friends.
How do you feel about the whole thing?
Bad. Bad. No, it's not. No, I don't. OP, I don't think that you. I think maybe you shouldn't have told Anna that you thought that Brian was only dating her to be with you.
Yeah.
But everything else is not your fault.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But Riley, OKOP fans, I'm curious to hear what you think.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Get in the comments. Tap.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced anything like this? Hopefully not.
Friendship breakups are the worst, guys.
Yeah.
Don't ever forget that.
Yeah.
But with that, if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And we'll see you tomorrow.